Hello, my name is Glenn Dyer, and you are watching a Dyer-Situation. Today I'm seeing it. Wait, what am I seeing? I'm seeing it. Okay, well, what's its name? It. Uh, but, yeah, but what's the name of the movie? It. I'm seeing it. Yeah, I could go on forever. Third base. So yeah, people seem to be pretty excited about this one. Even though this is technically a reboot, although it's not really a reboot of a movie. There was a miniseries starring Tim Curry back in the 80s that has not aged very well, and, to be quite honest, wasn't that good in the first place. So, honestly, this is one of those things where I think a reboot is a good idea. I've never read the book, so I don't know, like, what to expect. I don't know, like, will this do justice to the book? I don't really know about that. All I know is that this is marketed as a horror film, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, essentially, if it functions well as a horror movie, I am going to like it. As for what I think it's gonna do, I just don't know. I like the look of Pennywise, the new Pennywise that they have, the clown. Looks pretty creepy, although I'm wondering how they'll kind of fit that in, because from what I understand, like, he's a clown to try and lure kids in before, like, eating them, right? Like, that's the idea? So why does he look like the creepiest fucking clown ever? You know, some people don't, like, seem to realize this, since, you know, the It miniseries has been so popular since the 80s, but, clowns traditionally are not scary. They're not meant to be scary. They're meant to be funny. Like, that's how it's been for like 100 years. Like, even today in like modern circuses, there's clowns and they aren't meant to scare the shit out of you. So, yeah, it seems weird to have a clown look that fucking terrifying just normally. I mean, like, giving Tim Curry some credit, like, he was probably the best part of that miniseries because he had so much fun with it, but, you know, he looked like a normal clown until he bared his teeth, right? He looked like a fun, happy clown. Whereas this guy looks like a demonic Harlequin doll, which, you know, works as a horror character, but makes you wonder, especially as something that's supposed to lure in children, like, why is he dressed like that? It's odd. But, yeah, clowns are funny, not scary. I'm gonna try and point that in. Kids are afraid of them, sure. Kids are also afraid of Santa Claus. I was afraid of people dressed as Santa Claus when I was young. Alright? It's nothing to do with clowns. Anyway. So yeah, I'm thinking this will be okay. It looks alright. I don't know. I'm kind of meh on the whole thing. I have no expectations really. So let's get to it. And I'm back. It was great. It was pretty good. I liked it. It's okay. It was pretty good. It was great. Okay, what I need to say something specific first. So I guess I'll just start from the beginning, how I felt about it, like, at the beginning part. Didn't leave a very good first impression, at least on me. I didn't think the child actors were portraying it very well. It seemed very hokey. It didn't seem well made. But I think that might have just been that first part, because the child actors are actually really good throughout most of the movie. So That's not like a problem. Um, yeah, for the most part, this is a pretty good horror film. You know, it's about a bunch of kids who are being tormented by this demon. And something I really like is that even though the demon's antics are cryptic and some of the things that happen to the kids are a little random, they're a little strange, there are rules to them. You know, Blumhouse likes to do the thing of like they're ghosts or they're aliens. We can't possibly understand them, so they just do whatever the fuck they want, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Which, you know, once in a while that could be interesting with a good writer, but every single fucking time with the exact same results in the end is so fucking boring. Now, with this movie, they do have rules. They're hard to figure out, but they are there, which I like. Um, I like it that you can bring Freddy Krueger into the real world, or that stabbing Jason might slow him down. You gotta have something to keep us going, because otherwise, yeah, they're just inevitably going to die. That's. Oh, and something I really have to give the movie credit for, it does not hold back from the violence against children. Like, I expected them to. I mean, granted, it's not like a bloodbath for the kids, but, like, very first opening scene, you see a kid's arm get torn off, man. And it's like, damn, you see the bloody stump afterwards. Uh, and that is crazy. Because, like, even, like, rated R horror films, rated R, like, action films, they refrain from showing, like, actual violence against kids. Which is strange, because it's not, as far as I know, the MPAA does not, like, highly regulate that. Like, it's not an automatic NC-17 for violence against kids, clearly. But it just seems like a taboo that, like, filmmakers are unwilling to break, you know? You can't just show a kid's head getting torn off by a demon, you know? But, yeah, at least in that one spot, well, a few spots, the movie does not hold back. You see everything. This movie hits the hard R, which, honestly, it really should have, considering some of the subject matter, especially with, the young girl character. Oh boy. Although, to be honest, there was some stuff in the book that would have definitely brought this movie to an NC-17 if they had done that, but not even going to discuss that. So, I guess we'll just get to the characterization of Pennywise, because that's what a lot of people are interested in. Tim Curry was a lot funnier, for one thing. Not necessarily a good thing, I have to say, but, like, he was a lot more fun to watch. And yeah, like that thing I brought up, Tim Curry is approachable. Like, before he becomes the monster, he's a clown. And this guy, I don't know the name of the guy who plays Pennywise, but the makeup on him is fucking fantastic, by the way. But I don't know, especially in the beginning when he's supposed to be luring this kid into the sewers. It's like, really? I don't get why he would approach you, man. It's like, come down here. The whole circus is down here. Like, no kid in the world would actually do that. But yeah, I gotta praise the makeup on him for one thing. Like, you can see when he smiles, they have like ridges for his smiles, and it's perfectly sculpted, like perfectly. When he does get those toothy grin, you see he has two big buck teeth, and one is slightly crooked. Just makes an off-putting appearance and stuff. Like, if you're trying to make a creepy clown, but not like an overtly creepy clown, this is a pretty good depiction there. Plus he does a dance at one point. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's like something SpongeBob would do. But it goes at a Dutch angle when he does it, so it's great. But yeah, if I had some complaints, the movie's over 2 hours long, which it doesn't overstay its welcome, but it does tend to drag at times. For instance, there's like, oh god, there's like 6 or 7 main kids that get like influenced by the It, and each one of them has their own moment with him in terms of like a scare that happens to him. Like each one. Some are more interesting than others, I have to say. Like one kid has this whole backstory for why his scary image is like these people's burning hands and stuff. But then there's this one kid who's just like kind of creeped out by a painting. So the painting comes to life and tries to kill him. I don't know, it seems kind of arbitrary to me. But, yeah, it does the, like, during that part, I'm just starting to go, okay, I get it. We still gotta get through everyone, though, don't we? What I'm saying is, it starts to have problems with just how many fucking kids are involved in this. And I get it, that's the book. And that's cool, but damn, it does start to get on your nerves. Yeah, and but overall, it's fine. It's a fine movie. Probably one of the best horror movies I've seen this year. Actually, by far one of the best horror movies I've seen this year. If Annabelle is like the norm, ugh. What a horrible idea. Yeah, but definitely, it is very good. Can't wait for the sequel. And there will be a sequel. This first half is dealing with the kids. I guess the second half is dealing with the adults. I know in the book and in the miniseries it switches back and forth, but thank God they didn't do that. This movie's already over 2 hours long. There's no way you could fit in the adult plot as well. Yeah, I'm excited for the sequel. I think they can do a lot with that. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy it too. I see what I did there. You'll enjoy it too. So until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching A Dyer Situation.